What's going on, YouTube? Listen up, young elder gang. This is Dr. Aaliyah Jenkins at you with another banger. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, fam. I hope this video get at least 100,000 likes in this video. You will find history definitions, scripture information, and best of all, what we Americans have been deprived of from the beginning. The truth, keep in mind, this content used in this video is intended for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only, and does not constitute legal advice or opinion. No attorney-client relationship is formed through the use of this video. You should not act or refrain from acting based on any information contained in this video without seeking legal counsel specific to your situation. We will give you the total truth as we best understand it today. Be sure to hit that like button. Young elder gang, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell and don't forget to check back with us every day for new content. In the heart of America, a shadow lengthens. The IRS, known to all, may be more than a federal agency. What if it's a modern mask for an ancient power, draining wealth and spirit? Some say it's a foreign agent, a private collector for distant powers, not the people. From birth, a legal fiction is created, your straw man, targeted by this system. The game is rigged. This is just the beginning of the veiled threat. To understand America's tax machine, look to the darkest chapters of European history. The IRS, echoing the Inquisition, enforces control and extracts wealth, not for the people, but for global elites. Even the fraction of a cent at the gas pump is a remnant of ancient tribute, a hidden cut for foreign powers. The system is a Gothic maze of fear and deception. It's time to awaken. The story begins with revolution, a break from a distant king. But the chains of the past were never truly broken, only hidden beneath legal deception. The United States, as a corporate entity, was created by treaty, placing it under England's jurisdiction. The American dream was mortgaged before it began. The people, believing they were free, became subjects of a new order. Through legal trickery, the land of the free became a grand plantation, its people, indebted servants. By the early 1900s, America faced financial ruin. The government, desperate, turned to the Crown of England for help, at a terrible price. Bankers demanded control, leading to the creation of the Federal Reserve, a private banking cartel with power over the nation's money. The IRS soon followed, collecting interest on debt created from nothing. Amendments stripped states' power and cemented this new order. The people became taxpayers, their labor fueling a system of endless tribute. The IRS is not just a collection agency, it's the modern Inquisition, enforcing control through fear and confusion. Like the inquisitors of old, it uses intimidation, secret accusations, and endless rules to break your will. The IRS is the ghost of the Inquisition, cloaked in bureaucracy, wielding power over your life, while history's warning echoes all around us. In this web of control, even the mundane is weaponized. Your mailbox isn't neutral. It's a gateway for foreign jurisdiction to quietly enter your life. The U.S. Postal Service, often seen as benign, is a key partner in the IRS's machinery. Every official notice, every demand arrives through this channel, creating a tangible record and a sense of authority. The ritual is designed to intimidate, making the mailbox the first battleground, where most lose before a shot is fired. The zip code isn't just for mail, it's a tool of jurisdiction, quietly binding you to federal authority. By using it, you're giving silent consent, volunteering to be treated as a subject of Congress. Writing without prejudice, or avoiding the zip code are ways to reserve your rights and refuse their jurisdiction. Understand the trap, and you can begin to disarm it, one letter at a time. The conspiracy deepens when we examine the office of the Postmaster General. This is not just the CEO of a mail delivery company. The Postmaster General holds a position of immense and hidden power, rooted in international law and treaties. Historically, the Postmaster General was a cabinet-level position, on par with the Secretary of State. The reason for this is that the Postmaster General is, in essence, a minister of a foreign power, the Universal Postal Union, an international body headquartered in Switzerland. Every nation that is a member of the UPU is subject to its rules and regulations. The United States, through its Postal Service, is a member of the UPU. This means that the Postmaster General operates under international treaty law, which can supersede domestic law. This office serves as the bridge between the domestic population and the international system of commerce. The Postmaster General is the administrator of all contracts, agreements, and commercial transactions that pass through the mail. This includes the tax notices sent by the IRS, which are commercial presentments governed by these international rules. The Postmaster General is, in effect, the gatekeeper for the global financial elite. This international connection is the key to understanding how a supposedly domestic agency, like the IRS, can operate as a foreign agent. It uses the postal system, governed by international treaty, to enforce its claims. When the IRS sends a notice, it is engaging in an act of international commerce, administered by the Postmaster General on behalf of the UPU and its principals. These principals are the same international bankers, the same Crown Corporation, the same Vatican interests that benefit from the system of tribute. The postal system is the logistical arm of their global empire. Your local post office is an embassy of this foreign power. The mail carrier is its diplomatic courier. Every piece of mail with a zip code is a package being shipped within this international jurisdiction. The Postmaster General is not your public servant. He is the overseer of this vast commercial network, ensuring that the tribute flows smoothly and efficiently from the American people to the unseen masters of the web. The power is hidden in plain sight, concealed within an organization you trust and use every single day. The web of power is global, and its strings run directly through your mailbox. The moment you start a new job, the machinery of ensnarement whirs to life. Before you earn $1, you're handed paperwork, among it, the IRS Form W-4. You're told it's a simple necessity, but it's the first thread in a web that binds you to the system. By signing, you enter a contract, granting your employer power to seize your earnings for the IRS. This single act connects you to a vast, shadowy network, draining your wealth for unseen masters. The system begins its hold at birth. When you're born, a certificate of live birth is created. More than a record, it's a title for a new commodity. This document is registered, and a legal fiction, your straw man, is born, a corporation in your name, in all capital letters. The government interacts only with this entity, not you, the living soul. Through your straw man, you become a debtor, bound to the system's rules and debts. It's the ultimate identity theft, your financial ghost, created at birth. The modern world is a minefield of hidden agreements. Nearly every interaction with a corporation or government involves an adhesion contract, standardized, non-negotiable, binding you to terms you haven't read. Registering your car, opening a bank account, even marriage, each act surrenders sovereignty, pulling you deeper into their jurisdiction. These contracts are legal chains, designed to bind you by silent compliance, not true consent. It's a brilliant, diabolical trap. The machinery of ensnarement is not just legal and financial, it is profoundly psychological. The system is engineered to foster helplessness and fear, conditioning us for submission. Even gas prices, $3.99 and 9/10, remind us of hidden tribute, normalizing the system's power. It's a form of mass hypnosis, reinforcing that your wealth is never fully your own. The system feels too big to fight, making compliance the path of least resistance. The prison needs no walls when the mind itself has been colonized. In 1933, America was declared bankrupt, a turning point that changed everything. House Joint Resolution 192 suspended the gold standard, replacing real money with debt-based currency. President Roosevelt ordered Americans to surrender their gold by May 1st, a date loaded with symbolic meaning. The people were forced to trade tangible wealth for Federal Reserve notes, mere IOUs. The United States became insolvent. Citizens' labor and property were pledged as collateral to international bankers. The nation entered receivership, and Americans became tenants on their own land. This event is the hidden context behind The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy's silver slippers in the book symbolize the lost bimetallic standard. The bankruptcy of 1933 laid the foundation for modern financial servitude. The American people were sent chasing illusions, while their true wealth vanished. The legacy of 1933 is a system where power and ownership slipped quietly away. After the bankruptcy, the Federal Reserve's grip became absolute. The Fed is not federal, nor does it have reserves. It's a private bank owned by international interests. It creates money from nothing, loans it to the government, and charges interest, demanding repayment in real assets. To enforce this, the IRS was created, not as a true government agency, but as the Fed's collection arm. Your tax dollars don't fund public services. They pay interest on the national debt to private bankers. The IRS operates as a relentless enforcer, serving its corporate masters, not the public. The system is a closed loop. The Fed creates debt, the government borrows, and the IRS collects from you. This cycle ensures perpetual financial servitude. The Federal Reserve is the master, the IRS, its enforcer. The American worker is left paying tribute to an unseen aristocracy. The national debt is a tool of control, not meant to be repaid. Interest payments, now billions daily, are a tribute from workers to bankers. Your tax money goes straight to servicing this phantom debt, not to public benefit. The IRS's true role is to ensure this tribute is collected, using fear and intimidation. The 1933 bankruptcy made every citizen collateral for the nation's debt. Your labor, property, and future are mortgaged to pay a debt created from nothing. The Fed is the engine, the debt is the chain, and the IRS is the whip. This is taxation without representation, enforced by a captured government. The system is designed to keep you in perpetual bondage. America's legal system is a maze of two worlds: common law, protecting natural rights, and commercial law, governing contracts and debt. The IRS operates solely in the commercial realm, empowered by the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC. In this system, you're not a sovereign citizen. You're a debtor, a participant in their corporate game. By using Social Security numbers and Federal Reserve notes, you've unknowingly volunteered into their jurisdiction. Silence is consent. Failing to respond to their claims means you agree to their terms. Your rights are traded for commercial privileges. Protesting within their system only keeps you trapped. The key is to shift your status from debtor to creditor, mastering their rules, not fighting them. Understanding this distinction is the first step to reclaiming your freedom. Rise above the battlefield. Don't play by their script. The system's architects left a hidden remedy: House Joint Resolution 192. It allows Americans to discharge debts using the credit they're owed, not real money. The process starts by filing a UCC-1 financing statement, reclaiming your legal identity from the state. You become the secured party creditor over your straw man, the corporate fiction created at birth. This lets you initiate a chargeback, using your UCC contract trust account to discharge debts and liabilities. You're no longer the surety for the debt, you hold the lien. The IRS or courts present a charge. You, as creditor, can set it off using your account. The debt isn't paid traditionally. It's offset against the credit owed to you. This flips the power dynamic, using their own system to your advantage. The old way, fighting and protesting, keeps you trapped. The new way is acceptance. In commerce, the acceptor is king. When the IRS sends a bill, don't argue. Accept it for value, on your terms. This conditional acceptance puts you in control, transforming the charge into your property. Demand proof of claim. When they can't provide it, you set the terms. You become the creditor, able to discharge the debt using your UCC account. It's not about hiding or fighting, but mastering the rules of commerce. accept for value, take control, and use their system to settle fraudulent claims. This is the hidden remedy, the key to reclaiming your sovereignty. Freedom comes from understanding and applying the law as a creditor, not a debtor. We've reached the heart of the Emerald City, where, behind a curtain of bureaucracy, a small group pulls the levers, projecting a fearsome illusion. The IRS, this great and terrible Oz, is just a private collection agency, enforcing tribute to phantom debt. The deception is woven into our lives from birth, turning us into debtors and chattel. But once you see the man behind the curtain, the spell is broken. Knowledge is the key, your first step to reclaiming your sovereignty. For too long we've been like the cowardly lion, afraid, intimidated by the roars of the corporate state and the IRS. But that time is over. It's time to awaken our courage, to become a nation of lions, not sheep. Stand up, cast off fear, and let the roar of a free people echo across the land. Your freedom is waiting.